episode 43 of Brickshots with Billy and Tonio. We're missing our two compadres. Matt actually has something going on, and Aaron's just a bum. So, welcome back, man. It's kind of kicking it old school, dude. It's been a while since it's been me and you. But I'm glad you're here, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You know, it's been a minute, man. We had a fan said take it back to Gulfport on one of our shows. They come in, and so hey, it's like them Gulfport days. I just ain't sitting beside you, man. But I'm good, man. How the weather treating y'all down there?
So it's a little colder, but that's the shit I'm into now. Trying to move up to the Midwest and be cold forever. So I'm taking it in stride, man. I smoked the other day with just a shirt on and pants. So
you getting there? You training yourself. I don't think Mississippi is the state to train yourself for it, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's all, you know.
You gotta start somewhere.
What about you, man? Are you getting snowed in or anything? You gonna get some snow days?
I hope so, bro. I'm temperatures the next week. We got like a 19-degree day. 27. It was 27 today. It'll be 29 tomorrow. Like, so yeah, it's cold, man. But I like it, bro, because I'm from Mississippi. It's always I hate being hot, bro. Like somebody told me that I haven't worn a Parker liner yet, and they're like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "Bro, it's hot. I got the heater on in here. Like, we already wear a shirt on top of a shirt. Like, bro, like I got on layers, bro. Like I'm hot. So this cold weather, like, it's literally a breath of fresh air every time I walk outside. It's like,
oh yeah. No, same dude. And being a big guy, man, I'm just like,
yeah, bro. Like, nobody know that. They don't know nothing about that, man. But let's get into it, man. We're gonna do something different. I like what I heard, man. So we're gonna start it off with Billy's best but with a twist. I'm excited.
All right, man. So Billy's best, dude. I've been thinking a lot about it. We've been getting some comments. I want to change it up a little bit. Maybe we'll go back to the old way, just a little bit better. But for now, Billy's best is going to be the NFL's best players of the week. Not teams, because that's easy. We can do that all day. Yeah. And the list isn't changing. I was literally doing it this week, Tonio, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I've had the same 5 teams jumbled up the last 2 weeks, the same 3 teams since the start of the year. So it's like, let's do something different. We'll get some more people out there to let them know how it's going. So my number one player of the week is going to be Josh Allen. 304 yards through the air, 77 yards on the ground, 4 tuds. I mean, damn. In a division game, they needed that win. They knew they got to keep pace with Kansas City to keep that first seed. And Josh Allen showed out, man.
So I agree with it, but I'm scared for him. I'm really scared for Josh Allen, bro. Like,
because that run game's gonna keep relying on him and him alone.
That's scary, bro. Like, it's scary, and I want to see the Bills do something. I don't see they have promising teams in the past. 4 trips to the Super Bowl, couldn't do it. But
bro, man, that's hard to do.
But like this Bills team has been building and building, being better and better every year. But then you still got Josh. Like, bro, why don't y'all have? I don't understand, bro. They could have went out. Let me just throw out 2 names off the top of my head and just tell me if this would have boosted their offense or kept it the same. Alvin Kamara, Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
2 names that they could have got, and now the Bills are the scariest team in the NFL. Because now instead of – because I'm pretty sure along with them stats, he still threw the ball 40 times. Like, I'm positive he threw the ball 40 times.
Yeah.
And if the run game ain't going for him, then you up that 40 to 55, 61 times. Like, and that's where them late game interceptions start coming in. Because, bro, it's like he like a pitcher. Like, that arm get tired, bro. You can't sling that whole like.
And the defense is sitting there. I saw maybe 10, 12 plays last night where the Bills literally are not running the ball with a 5-man box. Like, you don't want 3-4 yards? Like, is that
good
enough?
And like I told you, man, we ain't gonna talk about the team, but we're gonna keep it on the player. But I just feel bad for Josh Allen, the player, because his offensive coordinator, it's like he hate him. Like, yeah, bro, I'm paying you, so we're gonna work you to death. Like, get your running backs, forget any of that, and don't slide. Take all the licks.
Try to run everyone over.
Yeah, we need them. We need them yards, and if you fumble, it better be out of bounds. And I'm just like, damn. But I do agree. Josh Allen looked really, really good.
All right.
Next.
So number 2 is going to be Justin Jefferson. 12 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown. Now, you can say what you want. Some of them were garbage because the Vikings were down so much, but we're talking about the biggest comeback in NFL history. In NFL history. And my podcast was sitting at work. I'm still upset. But, excuse me. I caught the end of the game, and the reliancy on Justin Jefferson is crazy to me, where the Vikings are just like, Kirk Cousins especially, fucking, hey, double coverage, not that big a deal. I'm going to throw this motherfucker through your hands, and I just think you're going to catch it. And I just think he's became the best receiver in the league. And I don't think it's a question.
Yeah. JJettas, bro, like that game alone. Did you see that fucking route, bro? Like,
yes.
Bro, that like, and I'm just like, I'm looking, because I'm like you. I was watching the Jackson State game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why are the Vikings on right now? And then I'm looking, and it was like 33-0. What the?
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh, Matt finna go off about this. Well, Matt, you was wrong, buddy, because, yeah, good God almighty, bro. And then I'm seeing his I'm seeing his stat line, and I'm like, dog, like, it's one man. Y'all can't, nothing. Y'all ain't got nothing for him. But it wasn't one man. I don't know for sure, but I think the other receiver on the other side had like 113 yards too.
Yeah, no. KJ Osborne also had himself a day.
Yeah.
But if you look at the film, each one of his catches, everyone but 2, I think, were in single coverage, or it was just a busted coverage.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, Thielen's also on the other side. So the Vikings run a lot of Dalvin Cook, T.J. Hockenson with Adam Thielen and KJ Osborne on one side and Justin on the other side, just to know they're pulling 2 bodies to fucking take that. So now you have, you know what I mean? You have more space to work with. And that's where Kevin O'Connell comes in for the Vikings, and is just a fucking mastermind.
Bro, the jump, that, man, I know we ain't talking about teams, but we got to one time for the Vikings for the biggest comeback ever. We're going to talk about the person on the other side a little bit later, but who you got next?
So I got T. Larry. He's going to make his – so I know what you're going to say. So
what's up, John?
John, my guy. Yes, thank you. I actually saw him at work the other day too. Maybe if John keeps coming by, the Jags will keep winning. So just remember that, John. So Trevor Lawrence had 318 yards and 4 touchdowns. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to my next guy at number 4, who's Zay Jones, with 6 catches, 109 yards, and 3 touchdowns himself. Had a fucking day. But the way Trevor Lawrence brought that team back, because they were down 17 at one point also, the way he was bringing them back, the confidence he showed, Doug Peterson, the way he was calling the plays, like, not scared to be running the ball down 17 points to make them respect the run, I think is a big time difference. And that's where we see the Bills kind of fuck up a lot too, is
exactly
with throwing the ball. Like they're like, all right, well, can't run the ball. We're down. Like where Doug Peterson, okay, we're down 17. Let's get us a touchdown. Hey, that's a 10-point game. We can fucking make some shit happen then. And yeah, dude, just the Jaguars in general having themselves a day. And this one more shout out to John. Playoff hopes are alive in Jacksonville.
Yeah. And one more shout out to Harrison, who called them the Sad Wars. Y'all boys looking real bad over there in Slightonville. It's real bad out there. Yeah.
How is that? Is that a dig at Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Slighton.
I don't get it, but we'll just keep pushing.
Progress.
But yeah, man, let's get into speaking of, because I know we covered a lot of the Vikings and we covered a lot of Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, but is Matt Ryan cursed, Tonio? Do you think?
Matt Ryan might have Matt Ryan probably should have retired Sunday, bro. Like, cause like it really don't get worse than doing it in the Super Bowl. I don't think, but
it's the GOAT, so maybe you can like lean on that a little more.
Nah, it's the Super Bowl, and you 28-3 going into the third. Like, yeah, you gotta see it, and you the quarterback, bro, and you the MVP. He was the MVP. Like, so it ain't a question of his talent. Like everybody keeps saying he sucks. Now, has he fell off? Yeah, definitely. He done fell off, but suck, not for real, man. Everybody trying to say, well, he had Julio. Well, Julio was hurt a lot, so he was getting them numbers still.
He's hurt often.
Yeah, so he averaged 4,000 like in his career. That's not. I mean, that's not an easy feat. Like just going down the yard. But I think he will go down in history. When we super old or older, we'll see somebody come back from 33-0, maybe, but doubt it. I doubt it, bro. Maybe for the rest.
That's a lot of points, man.
Yeah, but for the rest of our lifetime, Matt Ryan will be known for, well, he never won the big game.
Yeah,
and he won MVP, so I get that to him. But he ain't never won the big game, so it's like, hey, Dad, who's Matt Ryan? Well, son, he lost, or he let a team come back in the Super Bowl 28-3. And we had forgot about that. Not really. Tom Brady trolls him every year.
Yeah.
And then he also was up 33-0 on the team, and then lost that game as well.
But so I'm going to defend Matt Ryan real quick for this. He might be cursed, yes, but we got to talk about the bad coaching. Like, as a coach, you can't let that happen. And I think Dan Quinn and Jeff Sunday is getting off the hook with a lot of this because it is Matt Ryan, and we've seen this before, and it's happening again. And it's like, no, because Kyle Shanahan was offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Was not, bro. 3 straight 3-and-outs on throwing the ball. You're taking no time off the clock in the Super Bowl. That's not talked about, but it's Matt Ryan. Like you said, Tom Brady trolls him every year. Tom Brady should be trolling Kyle Shanahan, should be trolling Dan Quinn, not Matt Ryan. Like, Matt Ryan's just running the play that he's supposed to.
He doesn't troll. All right, let me take it back. Tom don't troll Matt Ryan specifically, just the Falcon, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it ain't, because we know, like, we're smart and that we play football. Everybody that knows football know who lost Atlanta that game. Matt Ryan got put in a position to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me dropping back. They're blitzing a lot. I'm not athletic.
Well,
you got me dropping back.
So remember that one sack that he took when they were in field goal range, and that probably would have been the game winner.
Yeah.
But he took that sack, and that got him out of there. And it's like that. Like, you can blame that play on Matt Ryan, but the scheme overall, teams coming back is not on the quarterback. So I'm a big QB wins are a stat to me. So I know there's a lot of people out there who don't agree with that, but like a comeback, that we shouldn't be putting that on the fucking quarterback. Like, what is he supposed to do?
I told you, I texted in the group chat and I stand on it. I'm sorry, Jeff. You one of the greatest offensive linemen we ever seen. I'll give you that. Yeah. Coaching, you're not there and probably never will be, bro. Like, this is a terrible display of coaching, bro. Like, you're up 33, dog. That's game. 33-0. That's game. Pass the sticks. Like, and then it's crazy because what did you go from doing on that side, on the defensive side of the ball, where you had one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL, like goose egg, and now he's just like, all right, we're gonna let him score 39. What was it, 36-39?
Yeah, but that's the thing too, though, is like, is he just sitting in the locker room like, hey, let's keep doing what we're doing, man, keep doing a good job. And then on the other side, Kevin O'Connell's like, oh, we got to change everything and we got to go do all this different shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but whatever was said in that Vikings locker room, they need to leak it because that was the best halftime speech ever. Like, I don't know, he might have FaceTime Saban or FaceTime Belichick because Belichick wasn't at our game apparently. But something happened in that locker room, and them boys just came out firing at all cylinders. Like I said, I was watching the what's the name game, and I look up, and it's 27-36. I'm like, wait, what? What's going on, bro? Like, and we'll get to it, but the Celebration Bowl was a burner itself. So I'm just like,
what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah, like I'm just like, but bro, I know I'm missing history, so I went back and watched it. Cause shout out to Mike Moore, he got the NFL package for free from DirecTV, so he could just watch that junk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Watch the replay. So I just went and watched it, and I'm like, this is terrible coaching. It's coaching, bro. Yeah. But you can't. It's a players' league, like.
Now, you think the NFL? I don't think the NFL is as much of a players' league. It's not like the NBA, where the NBA.
I don't know, bro. I feel like it's a players' league because of the name blame game. Like, it don't be the team. It's a name blame game. Like, everybody who they blaming.
You might be onto something with that, man.
Huh?
You might be onto something with that.
I mean, because on Twitter Sunday, Matt Ryan. That's the leading trending topic. Not the coach. Nothing about Jeff Saturday. Just Matt Ryan. So I think it's a players' league too. Like, I don't know.
I can see that. Yeah, like because who's getting the blame? You know what I mean? Like so I know we're not gonna get into the Cowboys because I know you're just gonna dog them, but
no, we should talk about them.
Okay, fine. So Dak Prescott gets a lot of hate for that fucking pick six that won the Jaguars the game, but it's like, what else? Dak played an amazing game up until that point. So
you know who should get the hate?
Micah Parsons.
Michael Parsons. Like,
look at us, dude. Yes,
bro. What you're on a podcast talking about calling? Well, he gave Jalen Hurts a dope nickname because the Eagles just turned around and flipped it, and they was like, "Well, we'll just call Jalen the system." That's hard as fuck,
dude. That's dope. I didn't know that. That's
hard as fuck.
Damn, dude. That's a sweet nickname, man.
The system. Yeah, bro. Like, and we'll elaborate on Jalen Hurts in a minute. But bro, you got a game right in front of you, and you talking about the game a week away. Like, your focus not there. And he had one sack, I think, and then one tackle, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. So, like,
So I know that I defend the Cowboys, and I think I defend them mainly because I put so much hate on them. So I try to like bipartisan it, right? But like, Dak is getting crushed, and like you just said, dude, Micah's not getting a lot of intake for this, and that defense played like fucking dog shit that game. Again, we're gonna go back to they were up 17 points. You couldn't stop the pass. Like, Micah Parsons couldn't get a pass rush. Trayvon Diggs could not do anything and was letting Zay Jones just fucking.
And then what's the name was slacking too, because Michael Parsons fell off with his productivity probably like 4 weeks ago. He's still been good, right?
Okay.
But what's the linebacker name? Vander. He's been the best defensive player for the Cowboys the last 3-4 weeks, bro.
You're the first person I've seen to say that, but keep going.
You said the first?
Yeah, I've not heard that.
Nah, he's been the best player as far as.
Like, I think it's because he's not exciting though. He's kind of like a Luke Kuechly, like where it's not like a fun play. Like it's just like
you know me. I like fundamental defense. Like
breaking
the tackles, he blowing up the holes he need to blow up. He not great in coverage, but he breaking up passes. Like he doing what he need to do. I don't need a line
fucking neck thing.
Yeah. And then he got hurt yesterday because of that, because his neck did go all the way back. But Michael Parsons, like, he been more on the social media side, and it's like, all right, bro, you good, bro, but you got to remember, you got to still be good, bro. This ain't no first few weeks of the season, I'm going to be the hottest player, and then now I ain't being talked about.
So I don't like that in two different ways. The first
– Cowboys. That's the first thing.
No, but
Cowboys, Jerry Jones, yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
You got to put your glasses back on. But no, man. But I think I don't like it because I've seen a lot of that, and it sounds a lot like shut up and dribble. To me, maybe
No.
That's what it sounds like, man.
That's not even close. That's not close, bro. You didn't hear what I said? I said, bro, you can talk, but remember you got to play too.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm with you. Okay.
So how's that shut up and dribble? I'm all for somebody talking their shit if they have a good game, but you ain't been having good
sometimes
games.
you have a bad game, dude. Like
he's been on a streak of mediocrity, like for real, bro. Like we can look it up.
We need to get a new rule. You're not allowed to watch the basketball game while we're doing the show. We need to do something.
I'm not watching the best. I mean, it's on, but the Lakers getting their ass whooped, so it ain't nothing. LeBron not on the floor. It's like watching a JV team, so I'm not watching it. But nah, bro, like I get it, you know. And the only reason why I think I'm mad, bro, because I'm really you heard me champion for Jalen Hurts for a while now.
Yeah.
Like, and I really just don't, coming at Jalen Hurts for being on a winning team and saying it ain't because of him. That's top tier disrespectful, bro. Like, I seen Joy Taylor say something, and I like Joy Taylor a lot, right? But she was like, people need to upgrade their resumes on Jalen Hurts. Like, don't look at him from last year, but look at what he's been doing this year. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about nothing. He been willing that team to win, bro. Like,
yeah.
And come on, bro. He my MVP, but I really think the Cowboys suck. That was the last thing. I was really mad at you for putting them in Billy's best. Because they never
were one of the best teams in the league. That's
they never bro. That's all a mirage, bro. Like it's a mirage.
All right. So then
let me give you a stat real quick, Billy.
Go ahead.
Let me give you a stat about your I can't beat up on the Cowboys fan, bro. Like
I crush the Cowboys all the time. All the time.
Let me give you a stat, bro. Like
here we go.
Since in 25 years, bro, they only won 3 playoff games, and they have been 13 times.
Yeah,
25 years, Billy, and you win 3 playoff games. Let's not talk about the Cowboys on TV no more, unless Jerry Jones say something controversial.
No, that's where you're wrong, man. No,
how am I wrong? But them numbers ain't lying.
No. The numbers. I'm not saying the numbers are wrong, but I'm saying you can't not talk about the Cowboys. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't why. What I'm looking forward to in the playoffs from the Cowboys?
Nothing. I'm looking for some views, Tonio. We need to up these numbers.
Bruh, I'm not gonna get on here and praise. I'll stay at 6 views. If you want me to praise the Cowboys, this will be
praise.
This will be a friends and family show because I'll never say anything good about the Cowboys till they make it to the NFC Championship game.
So I'm with you. We need to stop saying so I'm with you. I can say the Cowboys are a good team this season. Now, in the playoffs, if they're not getting to the NFC Championship, I don't want to hear, well, the refs, well, if we would have won this game, well, if this play. No, that's where my problem with the Cowboys fans are. It's just this horrible thing. But we're gonna move on to we'll do the ref thing and then we'll go back to the Lions because I still want to do that. But the officiating in the NFL, we need to make clear. This is not a ref.
We don't bash the refs. We don't bash them.
But it's looking pretty fucking bad this year. This is just
it's pretty blatant, bro. Like in the same game too, which is disgusting.
Well, and it happened on Sunday night where it's the only fucking game you can watch. And it's like, Jesus, what is happening?
like 60 million people just saw something you didn't see, bro. I don't understand. Twice. Like, I'm seeing Buddy point at the line judge, like, hey, and like
wrong.
How? And then this dude was basically getting sexually assaulted on that pass interference way. Like he was holding his waist, he was rubbing his chest, I'm like, oh, he not only finna get a flag, he finna go to court. Like, God, what's up? But nah, bro. And like I said, we not no ref bashing team, but I I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I need you to tell me something. Make sense of it for me.
All right, so I'm gonna let you down one more time because I can't. I know there's we've seen some pretty bad calls, and I think that again, that's not the reason you lose the game. I'm sorry, it's not. You need to put yourself in better positions to win the game. That's the best I can give these refs. But we got to do a full-time gig. They need to just be focused on being an NFL ref. That's what they need to worry about. We need to do something where you go back on New York. I don't give a fuck what flag it is. You need to go back to New York and whatever they say, they're watching the game with us. So we're all being able to see this. Like you said, 60 million people, we're all just all right, that's the
thing I want, bro. I want New York. New York is a full. I know every game they in the booth, bro. If you see some blatant shit, hey, telephone, in New York.
Yeah.
Hey, what the hell was that? Hey, it's other people watching that know the game too. Something, bro.
That's all, because it's not that bad. All right. Oh, pick up my flag. Hey, my bad. I threw my flag. I thought I saw something, but I'm just tripping.
Ain't even got to say that. Boom. There's no foul on the play. Play ball, bro. Hey, bro, put this time back on the clock. Whatever, bro. Dog. Ain't nobody in America gonna patronize no referee for picking up his flag and putting time on the clock.
Yep.
Everybody want to watch football, good football. They're gonna be like, oh, look at these refs getting their shit together, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, we not a ref bashing team. I mean, show, but come on now, give us something, bro. Goddamn, Sunday night football is where y'all pull this shit.
Yeah. And then we're you and I are just sitting alone in the corner of on the ref side, just sitting there ooh, shit.
Damn. And then I got on black and white supporting them tonight. It's man.
You go to my shift at Foot Locker. Yeah.
Yeah. But our boy not here. And I was gonna be reluctant to talk about him, but he out there being a good uncle. So I respect the family thing. We family, man. So I respect it. But the Lions looking like one of the hottest teams in the NFL. That's something nobody ever said in the history of ever. Billy.
Let me raise you, dude. The Lions are the hottest team in the NFL. You like that?
That's another something nobody's ever said in the history of the NFL.
So 6-1 or 7-1, excuse me, in their last 8. Jets played a pretty good game. They were right there for that last second field goal. Jets missed, Lions dub, and you keep on. How you doing? Keep it moving, dude. That's all we're trying to do out here, and the Lions are looking damn good.
I just know that Matt would be high on the hog if we said this and he was here, bro.
Oh yeah,
Matt. I'm not gonna bash your team. Your boy Jameson still looking like the fastest wide receiver in the league. Tyreek, you might,
Hey, Cheese getting a little older too. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Cheetah went on show and said he's still the fattest one in the league. Cheetah said
he'll say that. You can't just say you're not.
Cheetah said he'll be Usain in the 50.
I can see that.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Shout out to Mississippi. I'm gonna shout it out every time. Cheetah said, Unc gotta get some good clicks. He said, what a DK got down to 200, 190. DK get down 100, 190, and 200. This is how I know Cheetah was scared. He said he won't be good at football no more. You want to be good at football, you want to be fast as me. And I ain't saying he fearful, but I think he knows because DK at 225 ran a 10:33 in the 100 at the Olympics.
Yeah.
That is moving. That is
going,
real moving. And them other dudes, he came in 10th or something like that. But them other dudes are 160, 170.
Yeah, and they train for that.
Yeah, that's what they train for. DK be in the weight room. He told his bench mat 485. Yeah, come on.
Much, dude.
Right. So you think about how fast you got to be moving, and we'll never. Like I said, I'm from Mississippi, so I heard about him, of course, being fast. And I think he did run track in Mississippi. I'm not sure, but I think he did run track. And of course, he was good in that. But, bruh, Jameson Williams is like a bolt of lightning, and all we've ever seen him do is just run, bro. Like,
and catch touchdowns. Hey.
You said what now?
And catch touchdowns.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Like hand to hand, running and catching touchdowns. Like, and if you touch him, then that's just because God was on your side that day. Because good God Almighty, he's so fast, bro. Like, and the Lions could be scary, bro. Because what they got to lose? That's they playing like a team. Like, we've been bad for so long.
Yeah,
we don't care. We're gonna do whatever to win, and that's what they've been doing. And I think Matt said that him included would die for their coach. So like they all done bought in, bro. So that's scary for the league. The Lions.
And then think about it, dude. Like he just maybe like next year, like that's the actual turnaround year, you know, because a lot of people were saying it was this year, but the NFL's hard, man. People act like it's just like, oh yeah, okay, everybody loves the coach, he'll turn it around. Like, no, it's fucking hard.
But the NFL just hard, period, though, man. Like, the Rams suck, and they just won the Super Bowl last year. Shout out to my cousin, though. But the Rams, they terrible. Like,
and they're terrible. And that's my thing is also, man, I may be in my own little like bubble with this, but hey, man, I'll take a ring and then some shitty years, some decent years, and then a ring and then some shitty years. No problem. No problem at all. I'm cool with that. I'll ride with
and I think the Patriots kind of spoiled it, bro. Like, hey,
yes, it's the Nick Saban effect, man.
Yeah, bro. Well, the Belichick effect is what we like to talk. And before we get off the NFL, you don't have to say anything. Let me go ahead and bash my own team. We get a donkey of the day to
Gotcha.
Jacoby Myers. Wasn't it Jacoby that threw the backwards, bro?
I think it's Devontae Parker, man.
Well, he still was concussed. I think it was Jacoby Myers. But either way, if it was Devontae Parker, then I can't be mad. I feel so bad for my team, bro. And I really feel bad for Mac Jones because Chandler Jones just stiff armed the fuck out of him. And it was bad, bro. Like, and at least he went for the tackle, but the stiff arm was terrible. Like, I've never seen. What did you say, Billy?
No, I just stopped, and then because I heard Chandler Jones, and it stopped, and then I did this while it was loading, and then you came back on.
Oh, I've never seen somebody or any team that was tied make a mistake like that and lose the game. Like, bro, we were tied up. Let's just go to OT, get them to a field goal. Let's tie. Let's take a tie instead of a loss. Like, you just. Like, bro, you just get – and it's just a sea full of black jerseys. So you know they gonna score. Like, and I'm just like, this is the worst team that the Patriots have had in a long time, bro. Like, and then for Belichick to come out and say, I don't think Matt could have thrown it 55 yards that's bad, bro. Like,
it's bad, or is it truthful? What is it?
I mean, it's truthful, but it's bad. Don't let everybody in the world know we can't air it out. Like, God. Like, and even if he throws short,
I will say,
even if he throws short, Billy, I'll take that interception and make a tackle because everything is in front of me. Not me throwing the pick behind me when everybody is behind me, bro. Like, I don't.
I do. I'm glad you brought up the Patriots though, because I'm excited to talk about Mac Jones's. I'm only comparing the energy level to a Tom Brady. Like when it was last week where he was like, "Let's pass the fucking ball. What are we doing?" Yeah. And then on that false start, Johnny Smith on the touchdown that came back that Mac Jones ran, they would have won the game. But Mac Jones was fucking livid that Johnny Smith. But you got to have that energy, but you got to get right back because you could see him sit on the sidelines. He was just mad and he just wanted to sit there. But like when Brady would do it, he'd get mad, yell at everybody, and then right back on that iPad or the Surface or whatever. You know what I mean? So maybe Mac needs a little bit of that. I haven't given up my hope on Mac Jones yet. I'm sure you have.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I gave up. I told you I gave up. We need to try to get one of these QBs, whoever's open. Just try to
somebody else.
Yeah, trade. Y'all really don't like Lamar out there. We'll take him in Boston, man.
No, I would. Oh my God, I would just be the saddest guy in the world if he went to the fucking Patriots. I would be so upset.
I wouldn't be, bro. But while we on football, man, let's go and talk about our only NCAA topic.
Well, we got one so far.
Deion's era in Jackson, Mississippi is over.
Done. Yeah. You guys are watching Celebration Bowl, man. So I saw the highlights. I saw a couple Travis Hunter catches, but watching it, what did it look like to you, man? You keep spelling Deion wrong. I know that's your son's name, but that's
he gonna be Deion. He left HBCUs. I don't care. Nah, you spell it Deion. Yeah, but the game. First of all, Jackson State's defense and their leading linebacker said something about it. They had a lot of people that didn't show up, left the team, was late to practice, so Deion ain't let him play.
Keep the culture though. I'm with that. I like that move.
One dude was late to like 3 meetings, and people on Twitter was like, "You should have let him play. Y'all needed him." And I'm like, "All right, bro. Deion trying to make this dude an NFL prospect. Like, you in college now. Only thing you can lose is playing time. But in the league, you getting fined. You losing money. Like, Marshawn Lynch said, "Get your chicken." That's what it's about. NFL. So
let me just get one of my tidbits in there. No, man, like you're leading young men to show them, like, hey, man, like you don't just show up late to work and just think everything's cool. Like that's not how the world works. But keep going.
But, so their defense, they had number one defensive SWAT whole year. They gave up 500 yards total offense, and like most of it was on the ground, bro. Like,
but they looked real good in the first half. What do you think happened?
They one of their players, like late game, he had already gotten away with sneaking a quarterback, and then he snuck a lineman, so he got ejected. Like, and he was one of their better linemen, and it's like, all right, bro, it's a close game. Y'all already down. Like, hey, it might be a chance that y'all can come back because that's what they did.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I said, once you. I'm just not. I get what you're saying when you star player, when you practice with everybody, but I'm just like when you throw somebody into a position where they ain't been in before, like especially defensive linemen that haven't been doing it all year. I feel like that shit just you're not gonna get the same that you would have got from doing people that. So there are a lot of people missing, a lot of mental mistakes, bro. Like no tackling, not wrapping up. Shiloh got like a crucial pass interference, and they game plan for that because the quarterback he just launched that jump, put all the air in the world under it. Yeah, and instead of Shiloh playing like for the ball, he kind of wrapped the dude up. So that was real crucial because they had him on. It was like third and 7 or something. So that would have kind of sealed the game. They kind of messed that up.
Yeah, but in college, that's the rule though. It's not spot a foul. It's just 15 yards.
Yeah, well, 15 yards. That 15 yards put them in field goal range, but then they ended up scoring.
Yeah, but you want them giving you want to give up a TD right then, or do you want to try to make them kick a field goal? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would want Shiloh to lose the jump ball. Like,
okay, yeah.
If you lose a clean jump ball, make the tackle. Boom, he just made a great catch. But if you knock the ball, because 87% of the time you can knock that ball away, right? Sure. Unless you just got a dog on you.
Yeah.
And I don't know the kid that was throwing, but he was turned around anyway. So I don't think he would have caught it. That's just me looking at the game. So that a lot of mental mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And then I think a coaching mistake on Deion's part. They went for 2. Now, if they don't go for 2, because it wasn't necessary, right? I get it. You want to be up 3, but if you go for the 1, you win the game anyway. Like, game over.
Okay.
Because Central never went for 2. So the game over. You scored. Travis Hunter scored right there. Y'all kick the field goal. Y'all win by 1. So that was a coaching mistake on Deion. And I really feel like Deion also was taking on too much, bro. Like, and I get it. I get it. Like, Prime is definitely a great person, amazing person. I can't take nothing from him, but trying to head coach 2 teams, I just don't think that was smart. Like, you go from recruiting to back to trying to game plan for your last team. Now, I feel like TC Taylor, you got to play a part. Ashley Robinson, I kind of feel like once Deion said, I think it should be TC, that became their leading candidate. Hey, give him the team, bro. Tell Deion, hey, you could be there, but this is my team now. And, now, because TC didn't make no flights to Colorado. Deion was back and forth to Colorado, and let's be for real about it. I'm a head coach of a new team, and it's recruiting. We just started recruiting weekend.
Yeah.
I know my team good in Jackson, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going back and forth, and it's a lot of distractions. Like, all right, I can get this shit to TC, and let's just let him run my game plan without me being there. Like, or let him run his own game plan. Because I'm sure he wouldn't have switched the defense and offense up, but I'm sure the play calling would have been on what he wanted to do. Because, like I said, Prime was gone, bro. So I like what I seen on the offensive side of the ball, though. And this is what I really wanted to get into. Everybody keep bashing Deion, right? Cool. I get it. HBCU.
Real fast before you get into your tangent. Let me just I like that he came to coach the game. Like, he wanted to let those players know, like, hey man, like, I know I'm leaving, but like, we set out, let's win this bowl game. Like, it's still me at the helm. Like, I don't want to just bounce like these other like a lot of coaches just, all right, man, I'm not coaching the bowl. Fucking see you later. Like Lincoln Riley last year. You know what I mean? Like, they just get on the bowl. Brian Kelly just was like, nope, not. It was a New Year's Six bowl for those teams. You know what I mean? So it's like, I like that Deion was like, no, I got it. He took the loss like a fucking champion. Just, hey, we got to play better. At me as a coach, I got to put them in better positions and all that shit that he was saying at the end. Like, I did like that, but I'll let you go to your take.
Yeah, bro. Y'all can bash Deion. Deion ain't playing no more. Deion grown. Deion making his own money, doing all that stuff. Bro, don't bash these dudes at Jackson State, bro. Like, the players. Leave them alone. Now, I did bash the dude that lost him the game. I ain't taking that back. Yeah, catch that. And I ain't trying to get on him mentally, but because I read all the takes where everybody was like, well, he going through a lot. But now you on the field, bro. You wide open. You gotta catch that. You gotta make that catch, man. It is hard. I don't like none of the death threats you getting. None of that. But
yeah, that's not cool.
Dog, you wide open. Good throw right in the bread basket. It touch your hands. That is one of the number one rules in football. If it touch your hands, you can catch it. Every coach live by that. So yeah, I don't bash these players because I've seen a lot where they was like, well, Shador ain't good. He not going to look good in the FBS. That's false. He ain't got no strong arm. He's slow. All this. That's false. Like, and let's first of all, because like I said, y'all can bash Deion. I don't care about that. But don't bash these dudes, especially his kids, because they his kids. Like, what kid in their right mind going to tell their daddy, though? You know, like, and like I said, if they would have stayed, it would have been dope, but it's my daddy, bro. Like, I ain't mad at you for following your daddy, bro. Like, But let's just go. Shador he was 30 or 40 for 349 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
bro, that's a good game in any level.
Any level, yeah, it's a good game. Damn good game.
Any level, bro. Like I said, no interceptions. Like he don't make mistakes. Like
yeah,
he a good quarterback. Don't bash him, man, because his daddy left. I really want to get that out there, man. Like, and I get it. His daddy, Shador went and he had the best exit interview for a young person I ever seen. His daddy wouldn't acknowledge the city of Jackson. Cool, I get it. He wouldn't do none of that. Shador really looked like he wanted to cry in his interview because I really think, and this is me, a couple of my homeboys, and maybe even you if you watch it, I don't think Shador nor Shiloh wanted to leave Jackson, bro. Like, and I know, like I was telling my homeboy, I get it. Shador especially, he trying to be a pro.
Yeah.
So I got the pro right here. My dad, I know I can get to the league with him. And I still think he would have got nods from Jackson State. Like,
oh, for sure. Yeah. No, definitely.
But I think he definitely going to the league. And Shiloh might go. Like I was telling my homeboy, I was like, bro, I just know Shiloh loved it because he played at South Carolina. Like, he done been in a Power 5 situation. And then, like, now he going back to a Power 5 situation. When they first went to Colorado, Shiloh and Deion got into it because Deion said it on the video. He like, Shiloh made me mad. Shiloh ain't playing that game too. I don't know what they did. They got into it about some. And I feel like the kids didn't know about Colorado. I really feel like that. So Shiloh was in Jackson at one of the food spots. And he was like, hey, should I stay in Jackson? And I don't know if he did yet. I think maybe I did see he entered the portal, but I'm not sure. But I think he really loved Jackson, man. And like Shador said, like Jackson was good to them. They ain't running to no crime, like, and none of that. And you know, everybody like to talk about how bad Jackson is, and that's my state. Like, I know it gets a little rough, bro, but if you gotta think, bro, like the Sanders family was one of the most prolific families in the city at that time. They got money. Yeah. Ain't nobody scared. Like, hey man, we can't met with Deion because so if Jackson was really that bad, they would be like a walking lick. Especially with Shador saying, "Yeah, I went to a predominantly white school. I went to Trinity, so you know Trinity in a great neighborhood like that." So
it's so nice over there.
Yeah, see, and I'm from Mississippi, so you hear how I'm talking. Like, yeah, that's an easy lick right there. But nobody targeted him. Like, Deion got robbed at Jackson State, but when they was in the city, nobody messed with them, and I think that's because the city really was rooting for them boys. So I hope they do good, man. And I really think Jackson State, because a lot of people don't know and they not informed that the ESPN deal is for 10 years. So HBCU ball will still be getting shine, bro. Like I said, man, it's the SWAC. The SWAC is the closest conference to me because that's what's in my state, right?
Yeah.
Like every team in my state in the SWAC. But the MEAC don't suck. Like, we know that. We seen that. They won the Celebration Bowl 2 years in a row. They're not trash. So I don't think HBCU dies with Deion. And I get what he's saying, that he wasn't going to be there for long. But I think one more year, at least go finish your career, like, you know, get the big win, you know. Because like my homeboy said, now people going to be like, well, what if he get to the Pac-12 championship? Can he win the big game? Like, because he ain't never won the big game.
That's hard. Like, are you expecting him to do that in year one with a?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he ain't did it in 2 years going back to back. Last year he got blew out. This year he lost by what, 1, 2, or touchdown.
Yeah.
So I just
stayed one more year, got a perfect season in Jackson State, and then it was like, all right, here we go.
But yeah, man, that's all I got for college ball. You got anything else?
No, I do want to just because we talk about Deion, this would be probably one of our last times talking about him, but it's like he's so polarizing, it's hard to not talk about him.
Yeah.
I do want to say all the people shitting on him, because I was one of those people. I was absolutely upset with the way he left, how it happened, like what he was saying before. I know he's getting a lot of hate for it, but I've kind of changed my tune a little bit. I saw one of his interviews. He was like, you can be frustrated with me, and he's like, don't be mad at these players. They're trying to get what I promised. And if I'm leaving, they're gonna leave. That's not so I respect that to a point. But then when he said, I never said I was gonna die here, right? So as soon as he said that, I was like, boom, instant click to Coach Joey McGuire at Texas Tech. Shout out to Coach McGuire. But he said, I'm gonna die a Red Raider. So it's crazy, like actually looking at it of a point of this coach is gonna stay here and gonna do his damnedest to stay here forever, right? As opposed to a coach that just told you, like, I want to bring HBCUs to prominence. I'm not gonna stay here, but I'm just saying this is what my goals are. This is what God's plan is for me. And I just think you're right about the bashing, and we can bash them all we want if that's the way you want to take it. But I just want to say my tone has changed a little bit on it after listening to that interview.
Well, let's move on. I said we was done with football, but let's move on to Futbol.
I'll let you take it away here.
Yeah, let me talk about the World Cup. Shout out to my boy Evans, who told me to put Billy on a soccer timeout for saying Ronaldo played for Argentina instead of Portugal. All right, bro. So the crazy shit about this World Cup, bro, it was in Qatar. I don't know if you ever been to Qatar, but I went during Ramadan, and bro, it was so strict. It's a holiday they celebrate. Okay. Yeah. It was so strict that we was on a layover for a flight, and we couldn't get a hotel room because it was girls like flying back to the States with us, bro. Like, no, and I ain't talking about like some girls we was trying to plot on. It was just some random like some CBs almost. But nah, dog, it was that the hotel owner was like, nah, if y'all don't leave, we gonna call the police. It was, and I'm like, bro, I'm not going to jail in Qatar because so it was strict. So this World Cup was like a bubble World Cup, man. And my boy, shout out to my boy Evans, hit me with some facts that a lot of people didn't know. So Qatar, strict country, nice though. It's dope over there. They got gold in the floors in the mall.
I've heard it's nice.
Like, so they don't allow PDA or drinking inside of any of the stadiums.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And Evans hit me with a stat. He was like, for the first time, no Englishmen were arrested for being too drunk. Because like I told you, bro, like going to one of these games, these dudes get, you know how that dude was rocking back and forth, that Browns fan that was rocking, these dudes fall over. Like, it is, bro, they get faded. Like,
so real quick, I've been to one soccer game. I know I'm not going to talk about the World Cup. I've been to a Barcelona, and I couldn't tell you the other team's name, but I've been to a soccer game, and it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Right, back to you. Sorry.
So this lady did get topless when Argentina won, and Evans was like, she'll probably spend the rest of her life in jail. Yeah, bro. Like, they don't play. The captains for each team wanted to wear like one love band, and the referees let the teams know like that'll be an automatic yellow card. Like, so it's strict, bro. They use some dope stuff like technology wise. They use what it was called VAR, video assistant referee. So it show you like the speed of kicks and a bunch of different shit. It's kind of dope, bro.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I found out what the golden boot was. I know you was asking me what it was. The golden boot is the most goals scored, and it went to Mbappe and Messi, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the golden glove is for the most clean sheets or no goals allowed. And I know you seen that picture of the dude just holding the glove. I don't know if That shit was dope as hell.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
I think somebody said like the Qatar royal family was right behind him in the picture. So that joint, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, bro. It's kind of funny, bro. So it was only 8 stadiums in Qatar. So that's not a lot. Huh?
That's a lot.
It's not, because I'm about to tell you why it's not a lot. So
Okay.
the next World Cup's coming to the great old Americas, North and South America. So I just start with, or no, just North America actually. Yeah.
Okay.
North America. I'll just start with the smaller places. So Canada, they're gonna have games in Vancouver and Toronto. Mexico gonna have games in Guadalajara and Monterrey and Mexico City. Now let's come to the good old US of A.
That's right.
We're gonna get games in Dallas, Kansas, Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Philly, New York, and Boston.
Damn.
Evans said he thinks it's gonna be the biggest World Cup it's ever been, bro. Like, because now he thinks it's gonna be big in the United States. I think so too, bro. When you add all them teams, all them stadiums.
So I just want to throw out, like, it's a question more than anything, really. Like, you don't think those other countries care so much more about soccer? I feel like it'll be harder for us to do that because.
Well, I feel like it's more soccer fans here than we think is what it is. Like,
but then why are the ratings not this? They don't equate.
I mean, because
I'm just curious. This isn't. I don't know anything,
but it's a whole countries over there. They don't know what I mean, they know what it is because they're not dumb.
Yeah,
they don't watch football. I mean, every country. I feel like every country watch basketball, baseball, but like they football is rugby. So it's like, that joint not big to them. What's our biggest thing over here? Football. Like,
yeah.
So,
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like we have a lot of people who don't care about soccer because I want to see. Did you look at so I look at ratings. So I'm not Evans. I promise I'm not talking about the World Cup. That's nothing about the statistics or none of that stuff. But if you look at the ratings, once the USA dropped, dude, the United States lost like 65% of the viewership once the United States was out of the cup, which I think that's what's telling is like. Because I still feel like as a country, like we support whoever our team is because it's the United States team. It's not just a soccer team. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it's gonna be big, bro. Because Arthur Blank is upgrading Mercedes-Benz,
and it's already nice. It's
real nice, but he's upgrading it from holding like almost 80,000 to like 106,000 or something like that.
That's like,
I don't even know how you're gonna do that. But it's gonna be dope, bro. So I think money wise, we probably see the biggest work because they raised 7.5 billion. I think. Let me not get the numbers wrong, but I think so.
And that's in Qatar. That's in that's crazy.
So that's a lot of money, right? And I think Evans was saying he think it'll be bigger here, and I think so too, bro. Because you gotta think of.
Look, I was just gonna say, let me ask Evans a real quick question. So how do you I know it's a bid or whatever, but some of these like countries that are very restrictive to like women's rights and gay rights and stuff like that, like why does the World Cup like check off and they're like, yeah, okay, we'll go to this place? I'm just really curious about that. Like, especially
I think Qatar has probably been the most strict place it's been in.
No, remember when it was in Russia a couple years ago? It was pretty fucking scary. And then because it was the COVID shit too, so it was like where they were in barracks and shit like that.
You got a point. I don't know, Evans. Get back to us. Write in the comments with an answer, please.
Hell yeah.
I know you watched, but let's move on.
Does Evans have Twitter?
I don't know.
All right, remind me later. I'll fucking tag him in the tweet.
He from the UK. I don't even know if they tweet. They probably got like a twatter or
Water.
twirly or something like that. Whatever they call a bird over there. Shout out to Evans. But let's go to everybody's favorite segment. Tonio's top tier.
My favorite segment, at least, Tonio.
And that's who counts. I always aim to please and shocking you, Billy. So my number one is different this week.
Ooh.
The hottest, I like what you did, bro. So I ain't even going off record. I'm going off the hottest team in the league, and that's them greedy dancing, AB dancing Grizzlies, bro.
Hey.
The Grizzlies are the hottest team in the league, and they're having fun doing it.
Big go. We talked about that last week.
They started the wave, bro. Like, and I just like them starting the wave is crazy to me. Funny though.
Yeah.
But the Grizzlies look amazing, bro. Like for a young team, I keep saying the only thing they're missing is a vet. Melo, if you sign with the Grizzlies, I said it here first. So we need to watermark that. But they just need a vet, bro. But they looking good. My number 2, Boston Celtics they still look good, bro. Like they look really good. Jason Tatum might be the MVP front runner right now. It's almost too early to tell, but if we had to pick the day, he'd probably win it. Giannis still taking 4 dribbles down the whole court and not traveling. I don't know how, but I watched it a lot, seen it, and he's still doing it. No travel.
So I know we talked about Jalen Hurts' nickname, the system, dope as fuck. But the Greek Freak is literally one of the dopest nicknames. Probably the coolest basketball nickname that we've had in a while.
Yeah, probably. Because it's true. He take 4 steps to get down the whole NBA. How, Billy? Like, somebody need to explain it.
He is a Greek freak. That's how.
What happened to sports science? Like, bring them back.
Yeah, where is John? His name is John something. He needs to come back.
Like, bro, how is he doing this and not traveling? Bro? Like, my number 14, Cavaliers, man. Donovan Mitchell. Oh, said some controversial stuff today too. We'll talk about that in a second. And my number 5, still Zion and the Pelicans. I did not know Brandon Ingram has not played a game in a while.
Yeah, he's been out. That's why I think the Pelicans are not. That's not why, but I think the Pelicans are like learning how to play like without him. So now it'll be like the opposite when Zion gets hurt and they insert Brandon Ingram back into the lineup. They're gonna go that towards him more.
Towards Zion or Brandon Ingram?
No, because Zion will be hurt. Brandon Ingram, when he comes back, is gonna be.
I think I'm like 1 game away from winning this bet.
No, I know you're close, and I'm upset about it. But hey, it happens.
And he's looking real healthy, bro. Like
he's looking good. No, he looks damn good. Yes.
Comeback player of the year, maybe. So let's get into it, man. Billy's a jinx, everybody.
No, Billy's not a jinx. I'm a fucking Nostradamus, is what I am, Tonio. Anthony Davis. I'll call him Anthony Davis. Remember, I said it. From now on, is street clothes. I'm not going back on the nickname. There's no way. Literally, the day Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted, AD had something happen to his knee. We're going to get an MRI. He's going to be out for a couple months. A year ago, he was done for the season on the same exact day. That's it. He's street clothes Davis. That's what it is. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean any disrespect to the man because I know it's not his fault he's getting hurt. It's just, hey, the luck of the draw happens. But I had a buddy of mine, Chase Pope, shout out Chase, called him the Greg Oden, and that was the most wrongest shit I've ever heard. Anthony Davis.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the second time I heard that today.
But I think it's crazy.
But it's definitely wrong because Greg ain't give you stick games a year.
He gave you, so he had in his 12-year career, he played 86 games. That's not even a season. in 12 years or whatever. Because remember his comeback from Miami, or not 12, 10. His comeback in Miami, he played 5 games, got hurt again. And it's just sometimes that's the luck of the draw, man. I would have loved to see Greg Oden be a fucking dominant player.
I feel like Oden would have been like one of them centers, bro. And he's just like, damn, Greg, you kind of doing your thing here. Yeah, we prepared for it though. Like I said, they getting their ass whooped, but they ain't like I'm not even mad at the way they getting their ass whooped now because no Russ, no Bron, and they only it's 1-on-1, 125. I ain't even mad at that. The best player on the court has been Dennis Schroeder. So yeah, I'm not mad at that. Let's talk about the Lakers though while we're here. Yep. So year 20 Bron, right? And we Bron fans, but we don't talk about him as much a lot because I know everybody like, yeah, I always talk about Bron. Well, we're gonna talk about him now because we haven't been. Yep. So in the history of in 75 years of the NBA, people that's played 20 plus seasons have only scored 30 points in 7 games. Kobe 6 and the other one Dirt, 30 points, right? Well, LeBron done did it 9 times by himself this year. Yeah. And he done did it in the last 4 games. Like you said, you seen him handle when AD went down, and the Nuggets up 12 in the third, you like, well, game over.
Yep.
Because he's still Jokic, bro. Like they Jamal Murray, they got everybody. Aaron Gordon, the only person they missing is Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter, that's his name, right? Yeah. I don't think he the only person they missing. And I'm like, well, we got to call this Christmas. And then Brian was like, wait, I still got it. And then he defended Yoke. And I'm like, Brian, what are you doing? But he won it. And he had Thomas Bryant. Well, Thomas Bryant has looked good. I don't know if they was like, all right, you're going to get cut like, what's his name? Matt Ryan. But Thomas Bryant's looked good over the weekend too. So, Brian, 31 that game, 33, 35. He just been putting on a clinic, bro. Like, and then it's crazy because everybody was like, well, Yoke ain't what he said he is. And then the next night, Yoke go for 40, 27, and 10.
Yeah. No, and that was I was gonna bring that up. I'm glad you did. It showed you like LeBron can still play defense when he wants to, and it sounded like only when he wants to. It's like, yeah, he's fucking old, man. Like
20 years in.
Yeah.
like, bro, and it's crazy. This is what I was watching, and I think I watched some think piece. They was like, or Twitter, somebody was like, for Darvin Ham to have Bron on a nightly basis defending the best player on the perimeter, like the game before Jason Tatum, then Yoke, and it's like, bruh, Bron, because the thing about it is, no AD, Bron got to go down and score too. Like, it ain't Jason Tatum got Jaylen Brown, so you got a bucket that or a bucket getter with you. If you miss that, we ain't got no center.
Nope.
So you getting that rebound, like, so it's just a lot, man. Year 20 Bron, top 10 player in the league, maybe top 5.
And I want to shout out Darvin Ham one more time, dude, because I feel like LeBron, and I'm not speaking for LeBron. I'm just saying from what I think, like how LeBron would think would be like, I'm not guarding this dude, and Darvin Ham is like, yes, you are, and you're gonna score. Like I'm not. No, why would we do that? If you're LeBron James, you're gonna guard the fucking. You know what I'm saying? So like, just the cojones on fucking Darvin Ham to just be like LeBron. Knowing that LeBron is a person to be like, hey, fire this dude. I don't want nothing to do with this guy.
Yeah, bro. So I respect it, man. And I respect them for finally, because we kept saying it. Like, bro, why you keep putting Russ in the game late? You know, he's going to turn the ball over. And he texted us back and was like, y'all right. And now Russ averaging 18 and 9 off the bench. Yeah, Darby, welcome. Can we get a little bit of the million? Or shout out? Something like.
It's just a retweet even.
Yeah, like something. Last thing about the NBA, man. Celtics and Grizzlies final would be fun. Here's the thing.
Hold on, are you also, because I put that in the notes because that's my prediction. Are you and I on the same thing right now?
No.
Okay.
The Grizzlies, especially with Steph being out for I don't know how long, the Warriors gonna fall off. I hate to say it. Jordan Poole is good. He did what he needed, what they paid him for. He went out and scored 43 the other night to will them to a win.
Yep.
That's not gonna be. I don't think they can do that every night. Clay ain't scored, but what I gotta look at my prize picks because I needed him to score 18 points and he didn't get that. So yeah, if Clay not doing that, then Draymond, Mr. Triple Single, not gonna get you that. He's still gonna defend, gonna get you an assist, but yeah. So they're gonna fall off. The Suns can be beat. We can see that. Like,
because Chris Paul's a bitch, also. Yeah,
we see that. I just don't think the Nuggets are in the same place. Jamal Murray, he's another one that he hasn't tapped back into the Jamal Murray yet. Yeah, and I don't think his injury. I don't know. Like, I feel like he forgot his place or how to be himself. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I bet on him probably like 4 games in a row. And the stat line for him is just to get over 19 and a half points, bro. Jamal Murray, every game, probably like 5 games, couldn't get over 19. And I'm like, you were dropping 50 every night in the bubble. Like, you can't do nothing for me for that. Like, and I'm just like, that's crazy. So I think the West run is way easier than the East run. I definitely think that the Celtics got to go through. They have to go through the Bucks. They still got to go through Philly. It's just a lot. Like, it's really a lot, and I just don't think that it'll be that. Celtics without MA probably not making it back to the finals. And that's just me predicting that. But I think my boy done had some technical difficulties on his end, and that must mean it's time to get off here and go to bed. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every time. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I've been Tonio, and it's been Brickshots with Billy.